Noel Gallagher joins on the show. Hello, Noel. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very well. How are you feeling ahead of this game tomorrow?
Well, like any derby, just want it to be over, really. Just wake up and hope we've won and move on. Yeah, I don't like derby day. No, I can't. No real fan will tell you they like derby days.
You don't enjoy the day at all?
No, because there's too much added on it. It's like it's the one game you want to win, and it's the one game you don't want to lose. And of course, all outcomes are possible tomorrow, apart from City getting a hiding. But every other outcome is possible, I would have thought.
Do you think you never know? But I tend to agree with you. Do you think form goes out?
No. I mean, I do. I mean, we can get beat, and I wouldn't be surprised if we do get beat, but we won't get a hiding.
Do you think form goes out the window when these two meet? Because of course, if you're looking at the form guide, there's only one winner in this game.
Well, yeah, I've been to the last few derbies, and I've walked in thinking, well, this is going to be fantastic. And walked out thinking, how has that shower beaten us? How has that happened? And
well edited.
So form book does go out the window because you lot will park the bus and hope that, Ronaldo, I mean, that guy's ridiculous. I was watching him the other night and he's just unreal. And it's his first derby since he's coming back. Don't be surprised if he scores the winner. You know what I mean? It's kind of could be one of those days. I'm not looking forward to it.
No, I guess that you said you're not looking forward to it. But when you look at the way Manchester City play, is it maybe your one concern is that you don't take your chances? Because listen, you play better football than probably anyone, most teams. But it's just at the minute that last little bit where you need someone to finish it off.
To be honest, we make so many chances anyway. Even when Aguero was there, we weren't taking them all. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I guess we do need. Well, let's put it this way: if we had a striker, it would be better. But do we desperately need one to beat United? I don't know, but I mean, we'll see over the course of the season, won't we? But usually. In the last few seasons, Raheem's had his shooting boots on. They've deserted him over the last 18 months. So the wealth of goals have dried up. But I don't think tomorrow will be decided on whether we have a striker or not. If we turn up and play our best, we will more often than not win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. What have you made of? Yeah, I do agree. What have you made of Jack Grealish's kind of start? Because there's been kind of mixed reports. Some people have said he's done well. Other people said, look at his numbers, have not been particularly great. How do you think he settled in?
Well, it's like when a player comes from a club where he's the star man and the team is built around him, and the whole team's focus is to get this guy playing because he's the man. When he comes to a club where he's just another superstar player. And of course, he doesn't do that thing where he's the main man. Of course, he's going to get slagged off. But I think he's doing great. Pep wouldn't be starting him every game if he didn't. If he wasn't playing well. He's now in a team where he's just part of a great team. Whereas at Villa, he was the team, right? So he's going to take time to adapt. But look, when Pep got hold of Sterling, he wasn't as great as he is now. So yeah. I'd give it till after Christmas, and I'd give it till next season, and we'll see the best of him. But Guardiola, he's got no favourites in that team. He's got no favourites in the squad. He's not going to pick somebody just because they cost a ton of money. He is, Pep's playing him because he believes in him. So I think he's doing all right. From what I've seen of him, he's playing his game. He's not scoring as many goals, but then, he's not playing centre forward, is he? So.
I watch Man City. I watch them in the week against, is it Club Brugge, isn't it?
Are you envious the way that they play and the way that your mob play?
I watched them against Club Brugge. And I know it's only Club Brugge, but you did smash them 4-1. It could have been maybe double that. You passed the ball so well at the moment. And then I see you against Palace, and then, of course, I know there was a sending off which shouldn't have happened, and then I see you against Palace, and I thought, wow, I didn't expect that to happen. Are you surprised that City have got that in them, that they can throw one in every so often and not play how you expect them to play?
Well, yeah. I mean, we've been, last season, we got beat by Tottenham. And it's usually when somebody has a meltdown, like Laporte had a meltdown there against Palace, and he had one against Tottenham. And we've got it in us where there'll be a day where, Edison will have an off day, and we miss a penalty when we should have scored. We have got it in us. Nobody remembers him at the end of the season if you lift in the trophy. So if we win the league at the end of this season, no one's going to mention Palace. No one's going to mention it. No one's going to mention any of the bad performances. But all the teams have got it in them this season. You wouldn't have expected Liverpool to draw with Brentford or draw at home with Brighton. So this is what's going to make this season as interesting as it's turning out to be. I don't think anybody's going to run away with that. I think it's going to go to the last fortnight.
Yeah, I agree. And no, you look at a lot of the legends that have left now of the club. I mean, like in terms of David Silva, Vincent Kompany, Aguero. But for you personally, like, who is your favourite player now? Because as I said, you've had some big stars leave over the last couple of seasons. Now, yeah.
Now, Phil.
Oh, I like that.
Phil, Super Phil. He's just
frightening, isn't he?
I watched that guy. I've watched him for a few years now, and you just think he just keeps getting better. And it's not like stage by stage. It's game by game, minute by minute. He's getting better. And his 2 last performances against Liverpool at Anfield has put him right up there with the best players in the league. And he's going to be. Imagine him in 4 years. 5 years, he's going to be dynamite, and Andon Art is my favourite player right now.
Where's his best position though?
Anywhere. He's
playing.
He's a free spirit.
Yeah.
I think that Pep has had him now for 5 years, has made him play. He's played about 9 different positions already. I think he gets a free role, and I think he's going to be one of those kids that can just as Pep said, some players play in positions, other people just play football, and he just goes out and he plays football, and he's a breath of fresh air and a joy to watch.
No, do you think, how much of that credit do you think goes down to Pep Guardiola? Because
all of it.
Because there was a lot of talk, people saying he needs to go out, he needs to play games, and Pep always used to say, stay patient with him. Obviously, he was training at the time with the Silvers, but you look at his development now. Do you think that's all down to Pep?
Yeah, but you're not telling me that when journalists were saying he must leave and go to Blackpool on loan, that Pep's sitting there thinking, Pep's sitting there going, Adrian Durham might be right. Durham might be right. Maybe we should send him to Barnsley. Or was he thinking, you know what? I think I might know better than you lot. And when Pep came in and said, with Phil early on, this is the best player I think I've ever seen, ever. And there was a bit of kind of people were mocking, like sniggering, saying, really? Well, we're seeing now that he wasn't going to let the best player he's ever coached go away to Preston North End and get booted up and down the league for a year. No chance. And all the credit, all of it, well, Phil and his family, the rest of it goes to Pep.
Yeah. So you've got a problem. It's a nice problem to have. But who's in your front 3 then tomorrow if everyone's fit?
Phil, Bernardo, and Jack Grealish, and then there's always the bench. The bench is what is going to win the league for whoever wins it. I think. I look at our bench, and I think there's just so many ways that we can change it. When you've got Mahrez and Sterling and
Jesus
on the bench, you're doing all right. So I think saying that, Jesus is great, and he rested him for the midweek, so that maybe is a bit of a clue about maybe he's going to start. But Phil and 2 others.
No, you touched on him there, and you said it about Bernardo Silva. For me, he's been fantastic this year. How important was it that he stayed, because he was kind of being linked away at the start of the season? He's one of City fans' favourite ever players. He had a little dip. His dip. When he came in, he had that first great season. It coincided with De Bruyne had been injured for about 8 months, right? So he played most of the games and he was outstanding. The next season, De Bruyne came back and was outstanding. So Bernardo had to play a bit part and his form kind of dipped. If you give that lad 8-9 games in a row, he's world class. And now Kevin's form has dipped a little bit, so Bernardo's taken over and he's an astonishing player. I've never seen a lad run so much in all of my life. If he could add double figures goals to his games, he'd be one of the best, one of the very, very best.
Are you going tomorrow? Are you going to be at Old Trafford?
I tend not to set foot inside Old Trafford.
I've seen you there before. You've been on telly there.
No, I've been there, but it does get a bit moody for me, particularly because I'm a bit recognisable. It gets a bit moody for me. So I'd like at some point to be able to take the kids, but my kids were saying, "Oh, should we go?" And I was like, "If you fancy having a few balls thrown at you, let's go." You know. Other than that, I think we might watch it on the telly. So no, I'm not going. No.
Okay, I've done my maths. I think if United win 5 or 6-0, we go above you in the league. So there's every chance that we could change places tomorrow.
that would be the funniest thing ever.
You didn't even hold that laughter, really, did you? That was just.
It would be the. I mean, as I'm saying that, I mean, I can see Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Winning it in the last minute. It's just a penalty or so. You know, it's either United 1-0 or City 3 or 4.
Bentley's shaking his head. Bentley, you can't see United win, can you?
I don't think you'll get enough touches. I can just see Manchester City keep it. Like, they might win 1-0 Manchester City, but it could be the most 1-0 game we've ever seen because Manchester City just keep moving the ball left to right, left to right, left to right. Man United can't get anywhere near them.
I think that United have got a couple of defenders out if I'm reading the news right today.
Yeah, Lindelof question marks for Rand playing.
And the big wardrobe's not having a good season. Maguire, is he? So I'm not sure he's going to have a good brunch after the game, is he?
What are you? Before I let you go, what are you up to at the moment? Noel? What are you doing?
Writing a new record and watching the fireworks tonight.
Oh right, okay. You watching it from like a balcony, or are you going to have to pay to go and see it?
No, I'm out in my gaff out in the country, so I'll be just watching them over the wonderful South Downs.
Lovely.
Well, listen, enjoy it. Thanks for coming on. Before I let you go and give me a prediction for the game. It's live on TalkSport tomorrow. United against City. What will the score be?
I'm going to go for 2-0 City.
Okay, all right. Noel, thanks for coming on.
Cheers,
Enjoy the fireworks.
See you later, lads. Bye.
Cheers, pal. There you go. The wonderful Noel Gallagher.